Have you ever liked someone, really liked them, and thought things were going well, only to be hit with a cold, "I just don't feel the same way"? It stings. And what makes it worse is not always the rejection itself, but the not knowing why. You start replaying every moment, every text, every silence, every smile, trying to find the exact second things went wrong. But here's the truth. Most men don't get rejected because they're not good enough. They get rejected because they misunderstand what rejection really means. In today's video, we're going to talk about why rejection happens, what's really going on underneath it, and how emotionally mature men handle it, not with ego, not with bitterness, but with understanding and calm confidence. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Sunny Stoic Studio, and today we're talking about something that every man experiences, but few truly understand: rejection. My goal isn't to lecture or judge, it's to give you perspective, to help you see rejection not as failure, but as feedback. Because once you shift that mindset, rejection stops being personal and starts becoming powerful. Chapter 1. The modern dating landscape. Dating today is completely different from what it was even a decade ago. Apps, social media, and instant communication have changed how attraction works. People are constantly comparing, evaluating, and swiping through options, often without even realizing it. The truth is, we're living in what I call the attention economy. Everyone is competing for validation, likes, and brief moments of attention. So when someone doesn't choose you, it's easy to think, "I'm not enough." But rejection today often has very little to do with you, and everything to do with overstimulation and emotional burnout. People's minds are overwhelmed by constant choices. They make split-second decisions based on surface-level cues: your tone, posture, texting pace, even your facial expressions. So instead of thinking, "She rejected me," try thinking, "She made a quick decision based on a moment." It's not a permanent truth about your worth. It's just a reflection of perception in an overstimulated world. Chapter 2. Why it feels so personal. Rejection cuts deep because it pokes at something older, the part of you that remembers every time you felt unseen, unwanted, or not good enough. That's why rejection doesn't just hurt your feelings, it shakes your identity. You might tell yourself, "It's fine, I'll move on." But part of you keeps asking, "Why wasn't I chosen?" This is where emotional maturity comes in. A mature man understands that rejection says more about the other person's readiness, taste, timing, or emotional availability than it does about his worth. Rejection isn't always a judgment. Sometimes it's a mirror, showing you what you still attach your validation to. Chapter 3. Emotional cues matter more than you think. Attraction isn't just physical. It's emotional energy. Before someone even realizes it consciously, they're picking up on your energy: hesitation, over-apologizing, self-doubt, or tension. Women, especially, are highly intuitive when it comes to emotional cues. If you carry insecurity, if your tone reveals neediness, or your eyes ask for approval, they feel it instantly. Confidence isn't about pretending to be strong. It's about being emotionally regulated. That's why men who practice emotional awareness, who can stay calm, steady, and self-assured, even in uncertain moments, tend to be more attractive. You don't have to fake confidence. You have to understand your emotions and not let them control your energy. Grounding exercises, journaling, or even just conscious breathing help you stay centered, especially when things don't go your way. Chapter 4. The life you lead outside of dating. Here's something most men overlook. Your dating life reflects your real life. If your world revolves around chasing relationships, You unintentionally send out energy that feels like neediness. But if your life is full, if you have goals, passions, friendships, a sense of purpose, you naturally become more magnetic. Why? Because you're not chasing connection, you're creating it. A man who's genuinely fulfilled outside of dating sends a powerful signal. I don't need you to feel complete. I'd just like to share the journey. That's confidence, not arrogance. That's grounded masculinity. So instead of asking, why didn't she choose me? Ask, have I built a life that reflects the kind of man I want to be? Chapter 5. Timing and emotional readiness. Rejection isn't always about compatibility. Sometimes it's just about timing. She might be going through stress, healing from a breakup, or simply not emotionally available. And when that happens, your energy, no matter how confident, can't override her timing. Emotionally mature men understand this. They don't force connections. They don't chase what isn't flowing naturally. They understand that chemistry means nothing without timing, and timing means nothing without readiness. So instead of reacting with frustration, respond with curiosity. Ask yourself, was she even in a place to receive what I was offering? This mindset not only protects your peace, it preserves your dignity. Chapter 6. Rejection as feedback, not failure. The most powerful shift you can make is this. Rejection isn't punishment, it's data. Every rejection teaches you something about communication, presence, or self-perception. It shows you where you still need growth, what type of person truly aligns with you, and how to show up better next time. Start seeing every no as redirection, not rejection. If you're self-aware, each rejection becomes a mirror. You start to notice patterns. Do I rush things? Do I overthink? Do I hold back emotionally? The goal isn't to become perfect. It's to become aware. Because self-awareness creates emotional freedom. And emotional freedom makes rejection irrelevant. Chapter 7. Moving forward with maturity and calm. The most attractive energy a man can have is emotional steadiness. When you can stay composed in the face of rejection, you communicate strength without saying a word. You show that your peace isn't dependent on anyone's approval. A mature man doesn't chase closure. He creates it within himself. He doesn't need validation. He embodies it. So when rejection happens, instead of spiraling or questioning your worth, pause, reflect, grow. Because one rejection doesn't define your story. It refines it. Rejection hurts, and that's okay. But it's not an ending. It's an invitation to grow into a stronger, more grounded version of yourself. When you stop taking rejection personally, you begin to attract people who match your peace, not your pain. So keep growing, keep learning, and remember, your worth isn't determined by who walks away. It's revealed by how you choose to rise afterwards. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need this reminder today. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.